So this is going to be a bit of an aftermath video talking about how I felt playing Toshiro, who has been extremely fun. This character is about everything I think you'd want from the character if you pulled butt, and if you saw here, something happened. Notice that there is no longer a 280 out of 300, label there, which means I did get to pick my final LR, and we aren't going to sort of beat around the bush there any longer. I ended up picking Byakuya. And the reason I ended up picking... So I was of two minds, essentially. So I could have picked Ikkaku, which means I don't have to pull for Gin, or I could pick Byakuya, who has more immediate value for my account in terms of the fact that I want Kenpachi. Which means that when Kenpachi comes and I pull for him, and I probably pull for his weapon because Kenpachi's going to be my favorite character, it means I get to fully kit him out and then get him on a team with Kisuke, who I have weapon and I have core stamp for. I just got lucky. Well, weapon I got from the stamp, the stamp choice, so it's not like I didn't just, pick his, but I picked his and I picked Yoruichi's, so... Those are my two current major weapons on the account, as well as having her core stamp. I got multiple of her core stamp, funnily enough. But yeah, I think Byakuya just makes the most sense for my plans. I did think a lot about maybe picking Ikkaku. That way I didn't feel incentivized to pull for Gin. But ultimately, I like Byakuya a lot. Byakuya is one of my more beloved characters in terms of the captains. This isn't my favorite form of Byakuya, but I do like him a lot. And two, I do want to pull for Gin, right? If my current plans, especially if we're getting 10 pulls every single time a banner comes out, like my current plan is to essentially save what I have, pull for Gin. I got really lucky on Toshiro, which means that it shouldn't be too painful, right, to pull on Gin. I would like his weapon because I do love him, but if I don't, it's fine as well. And mostly the Byakuya pickup helps me fill out some weak spots in my account right now. So once I get him built, I essentially, if you're like wondering, there are two types of tactic characters, I think, and I actually come back in here. I think there are characters like Komomura who does a lot of damage early. But what he provides is sort of like utility. Whereas the tactics characters like Tosin and Byakuya feel very like they do a carry job, right? They come in and it feels like they are the star of the show, essentially. Whereas, Rukia comes in and she plays her entire role off field. I don't need to bring Rukia past level 50, I think, for now. And even then, it feels like I would be hard-pressed to really want to. Whereas a character like Tosin, I do want to bring him in. I do want to have him sort of rolling into fights and using his power. There's a reason that when I'm sort of going to be deciding on my next free-to-play stamp, I might look at Tosin, or I might even look at Byakuya. So Byakuya gains 2 extra battlefield skill energy every time he releases his technique. Increases the maximum number of stacks for the passive skills flawless and pierces 6. When Byakuya releases Piercing Blade, its damage increases by 10% every 5, up to 70%. Well, yeah, well, there you go. So it's like, it's probably one of these two. I think it's still Tosin. Tosin seems really strong. And then it'll be Byakuya's. But as far as like pulls and the like, yeah, I'm just going to be saving for Gin. I'm really looking forward to filling out that team. I think that Thrust is going to be a bomb of a team with characters like Tosin, hopefully picking up the Rangiku. Remember, I did not pick up Momo, sadly. Momo did not show up before. I just, happened into Toshiro Hitsugai. It's not like I had a lot of chance to get Momo. I essentially just got Rukia dupes and then got him immediately, so it is what it is in that regard. Toshiro, this is what I'm running currently. It's just a whatever, just, very generic weapon. I still have to do I do have to get energy to do his skills. I am noticing that the amount that I'm spending in con is going up quite a bit. So for free-to-play players who, maybe are looking like what is going to be the resource gate, I will say money is going up. Money is definitely one of them. Right now I'm running just a level 10 set of stamps. No unique stamp or anything like that. I think one thing I could have done is unlocked Ikaku just because I do have his core stamp. Then I would have been able to, like, you know, really easily grab his regular stamp and then, you know, play into that. But I think Byakuya just makes more sense. I think Byakuya just makes more sense right now. And it's not like I can't get Ikaku at some point. I mean, if I randomly hit Ikaku before Gin, it's gonna hurt, but I probably won't be pulling Gin, so we'll see. But I would have to get more 10 pulls, you know, free-to-play 10 pulls within the next 2-3 weeks for that to happen, but we'll see. Nothing special about the gear right now. Spirit damage bonus here, crit rate here, and attack percent here. I did some fishing around. If you're running out of, you know, upgrade materials, say, you know, you're trying to enhance these, and, you know, maybe you're trying to enhance these right here, and you're like, oh, I don't have any. Once you get to account level like 50, I'm level 51, but 50 like I am, I really just go in here and press this button, and I've started just burning 3-star stamps and 4-star stamps that don't look too good. We're trying to get some 5-star stamps in this bitch. We're not trying to play around with, you know, a bunch of stuff we're not using. Thankfully, it doesn't burn the ones that, you know, you have equipped, so you can sort of just get rid of the excess without worrying too much. Toshiro has been everything I wanted. I just got up as of recording this video, so it's not like I've had a lot of time to do this, but I'm slowly just like autoing down these stages without any problem at all. You can see, I mean, I guess I could just click it and show, but like, I'm just letting the game play at this point. Like, it's whatever they did to the auto battle AI as well has felt really, really good. I will also comment on that, but oh yeah, I'm getting some graphical errors, so you might see those in this video. But I assume that if I do I do like clear cache and re-download the materials or whatever, it'll fix itself. But we'll have to see if that's just like a bug that is happening for everyone. If it is, go ahead and tell me in the comments. I actually just don't know. I haven't seen anyone talk about it, so I just assumed that something got corrupted when I was downloading. But I'm letting them auto, not doing anything here. Toshiro looks great. Toshiro's really fun to play. I do like that they included that Ichigo pause in his skill. I do like when characters have like a delay that they have to hit in their attack combos. You can see once you get into this mode, you're just flying around, you're just zipping around. I mean, this is just like such a fun combo. I will say that once Aizen comes out, it'll be interesting what he's up to. I think, and I don't want to say this just because, you know, if you're planning on pulling for Toshiro and then you want to pull for Aizen because he'll be the next big tactic support, you know, more power to you. But yeah, here's like another graphical bug here. So yeah, that's auto. I think that would be kind of interesting if Aizen wasn't Toshiro's best tactics character, if that makes sense. Because Rukia gets a lot of value from the freezes, and so does Toshiro. So I'm just interested in what they do with Aizen. Will he just be so generically strong that even without providing freezes for Hitsugaya, he'll be like #1? I mean, it'd be interesting to see, but right now, because this dynamic is so powerful, I'd be kind of surprised if you really did need, like, if you like, maybe that's not your favorite Aizen. Like, that's not my favorite version of Aizen. So I'm not like, oh, I have to have him or my account is ruined, right? If this isn't your favorite form of Aizen, I do wonder if like Rukia is enough, considering I don't even have her 6 boundaried, right? But we'll definitely have to see. Maybe, like I said, he'll just be so generically good that it won't even matter. But you can see them just dicing stuff up. Of course, we're really early game. It's not like this is like really hard content to do. You can do most of the content you're looking at here with Bankai Ichigo, right? Just like pounding through. But obviously, as the ability to blitz down the enemies gets harder, you know, you are. I think it was smart for them to make it so you're playing within time limits. That way, there's always a generic sort of wall you're up against. But for now, look at him go, man. Is he not like super cool? I remember seeing people say that he would maybe have like his damage didn't look as good in the story mode, but not for nothing, and I might have to actually like help play this one because it's that giant boss, but not for nothing, but the story mode characters are much less powerful than like anything we, you know, are capable of as players, right? Like no specificity or anything. This, oh man, this looks so cool right here. Ooh, I'm just watching that HP melt away. We get another counter. Pretty simple. But yeah, I don't see like the worry that people seem to have for a bit there, at least. There was an amount of like, well, you know, you don't need to pull him because he won't even be, you know, as strong as you need him to be, and I pretty quickly was just like, there's essentially no way Toshiro looks. I mean, it's just a numbers game, right? At some point when it comes to games of this nature, you just look at the numbers, and if the numbers are mathing, then it's not really difficult to discern who will be broken and who will not be broken, right? So here we get the baby comes out. He's going baby on baby. We are crushing his HP values. I wonder if we'll just be able to one-shot him once Rukia's passive proc. So here we go. We're going to play this. That'll make it so swords attack the creature when he's inside, and then boom, he is dead, I'm pretty sure. Oh, a little bit more? Oh, no, he is dead. Okay. And yeah. I mean, that's Hitsugaya. He looks good. Like I said, this is without weapon, without stamp, without anything. So if that's something you were to be interested in, then that character is just gonna go up and up and up. I think it's just numbers, guys. I don't really think. You know what? For the sake of the video, let's get a little greedy here. So we'll grab this 8. We're gonna go to 2. Will say, by the way, if you're like one of the people like, oh, how did you get to 300 already? I have been using these to just clear the 300. I do think it's better to just always commit to the gacha, the limiteds. But, you know, I wanted to fill out my account. But let's see if we get Tosin here. Let's go. Please. Yes! Yes, that's huge. That is huge if I assume it's always his, right? That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, we gotta get Gin, man. My Tosin's gonna look so good. I mean, looks like a good video to me. Like, if you like the video, subscribe to the club. We all go make it, and peace.